Hello, 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 folks, and welcome to the Blood Bowl. I'm Black Templar, and yeah, today I'll be taking on the Chaos. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an interesting matchup for me because, as many of you know, Chaos is one of my more questionable teams I faced. I mean, last week I had a real royal mix up with our old good friends the Norse in what I like to call the most craziest bomb burners you'll ever come across. I mean, it was a crazy bomb burner. But in light of that, let me sort out the usual spiel as I always do, like announcing matches and all that. So to be sober and all that, so people know I am online. Bloody hell! Just tell my opponent I'm online, ready to go. All right, that's settled, and so my opponent, Chaos, the team traumatized children. I think I could pretty much guess what that's all about. Because when I was looking at his team a little earlier ago, I noticed a few names I recognize from Ruby. Let's see, two kills with a block, a beast from a block. He's missing one beastman, so he's still got a full roster, so he won't be getting any loners. He's got one warrior who's weak with feet, and so he hasn't had much luck. But it's to be expected, guys, because you gotta remember Chaos. Chaos are like the lizardmen. They're very hard to get skills quickly because it takes a bit of time. I've stated this many times in my matches and explanation videos about the Chaos and lizardmen. How they are. It's hard for them to get any, you know, buffs and all because it takes them a while. Out in any case, let's have a look at the others. So, as you can see here, somehow I'm second. I don't know how I'm second, but I've somehow managed to weasel my way into second place with a relatively undefeated record at the moment. In fact, I think I'm one of three players because we've got myself, the Elven Union, the Kislevs. That's pretty much it. Everyone else has either lost or drew. Has lost one, but this is going to be very, very hard to do. Now, who have I got next? And that would be the dumb. Oh, it's Blonde. Well, Blonde will be happy about this because I can play at any time because I'm not at work next week, so I can, and I've got a ridiculous amount of free time, so I can pretty much name my place and time. Now, for those who are unaware, we do have a new team called the Green Mean, which is a Orc team. Now, for those who are unaware, you may have remembered what happened last time with Sven, where he's left the league and we have a new team. And good evening, Mr. Seeker.
Yes. I was in a little bit of a. I didn't realize it had been 2 hours. I just looked at the time when the message was sent.
Not a problem, not a problem.
Um, but yeah, I'm
Yep.
trying to figure out the Doom mod tools.
Ah. Oh,
Uh,
oh yes, you're doing the Doom RPG, if I recall. Is that correct?
uh, that playthrough is on hold due to a number of. I basically. I don't want to have to replay back to the point where I'm at because that was like 10 or 15 hours.
Ouch.
Because my class was not optimized for the mod basically, but they're still in the I'm basically playing a class that wasn't entirely optimized for the mod, so I don't feel it's been entirely converted over yet, is
Ah.
my guess. because there's some jank with the way the inventory system works. Because you can only store one item in your locker, and
Uh-huh.
I have two characters, and they you can only carry four guns in this mod with
All
this
right.
character, or six on a normal. So like, and there's a whole crafting system that involves disassembling weapons, and then you could switch between the mid level with teleporters. But I feel like the whole thing was me just avoiding that mechanic entirely.
Yeah. But well, that's
That was
that's
my biggest issue with that class. I might do it again at some point, but not anytime soon because there's so much stuff going on. You had like shields, turret, let me list all the upgradable things. You had your character, you had your stats, you had your shield, you had your turret, you had stims, which were basically potions. You had what else was there in there? Um, you had your guns, you had gun mods, you had gun crafting with mods on top of the other crafting system,
uh-huh.
which allowed you to turn guns into other guns.
It sounds like to me
Did I just
this.
break your brain?
Not really. It sounds familiar. It sounds like something that I seen back in the Oh, this is going back in a decade.
It's based on Doom Morale,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I remember now. That was Doom Morale. It was like a decade
yeah, he
ago.
made the dude who made that made a sequel. It's called Jupiter Hell.
Oh
I did a video
God.
on it.
Oh God. I remember that old Doom mod years ago. I think it was like a decade ago when I last heard this one.
Um, yeah, he got shut down by Bethesda. It's been the reason why I've been so reluctant to buy Eternals because when I heard about that, I was like, ugh.
Well, you got to look at from their point of view. They're trying to protect their IP. It's one of those when you
Yeah, but it's better to bring somebody like that on and like make the thing official rather than shut it down. In my view,
well, the thing is though, Bethesda's no longer Bethesda now. It's now Microsoft.
ZeniMax or whatever.
No, it's
Yeah, and it's owned by Microsoft.
yep. So it's basically it's their rules. So uh,
Yeah, I know. I know it's not. I know it just frustrates me when they don't let me get my stream going.
no problem. It's like
So I've
it's like
but I'm
any
working on a mod of my own.
yeah. The problem is though, it's like anything when it comes to when you're dealing with big corporations. It's like they'll either ask you one of three things: hire you on, buy the mod off you, or tell you to shut it down. And you can't really beat them because they will outbeat you in every day of the week.
Yeah.
That's why the best thing to do is just do something that's like wacky now then, and they can't say, well, that's similar to our game. Well, yeah, but is it your game? Because all you gotta do is change about what 51% of the game's way, and that's it. There's nothing they could
Yeah,
do.
no, he literally just remade the game in a better graphics engine, so it's fully 3D now.
Yep.
If you haven't seen that game before, if you haven't seen Jupiter Hell. But it's literally the same game. I think it even uses some of the same classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, that's all you gotta do, really. Is just go to a different location, change skins, change the methods, and there you go. There's nothing they could do. They just go, well, we know it's a clone, but we can't do anything about it because it's 51% of it is different.
hence Warcraft and Starcraft.
Yep.
They started out as I think 40K games, and they lost the license or whatever. Something stupid happened. I'm
No,
not. I
no,
don't know what the deal is with that.
no. What happened was is there was a bidding war for a 40k game, and apparently Blizzard short of StarCraft to see what they could do, but they lost to THQ and Sega.
Ah, okay. So that's how we got Dawn of War
Yeah, Sega and
and a
THQ.
few others,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Space Marine.
yeah. Sega and THQ just bullied them out, saying, "Look, we could do better. We can make it 3D. We can render them. We can do better," and they did. And that's what happened to. That's how the Dawn of War thing came about.
And you could tell StarCraft was originally meant to be a 40K game if you look at the original story of it.
Oh yeah, it was. The idea was, I think,
Because like if you go play what is it, Total Recall, there's some really dark stuff in the original StarCraft. Like there's mass gunning down of civilians and stuff
yeah, the idea was
in the
supposed.
plot.
Well, the idea was, I mean, it was never confirmed, but the idea was supposed to be the Marines versus the Nids.
Yeah, Marines versus Nids with Eldar thrown in.
But
Or it could have been Necrons.
no, it was
Who
the
knows what the Protoss were? They were probably changed very heavily late in development.
yeah. No, they were supposed to be the
The
Eldor. That they were confirmed to be the Eldor.
okay.
But the reason why they had to change, you see, at the time. Now this is going back in the 2000s. At the time, the
When
Nids.
graphics were rapidly getting better.
Well, it's not only that. The Nids were not popular. They were like nerfed. They weren't popular.
They're not popular now. What's the difference?
Actually, technically, Nids are a bit more popular than they once were. But in 2000s, they were not popular. It was the Orcs were mega popular. So that's how we got done
Hmm.
all because the Orcs got the nod. Because the idea,
Game.
because the
Oh no,
idea,
it's like
because the idea was at the beginning of Dawn of War, they wanted to bring the Nids in, but because of well, at the time, graphic limitations, and plus the fact you already had a Horde army in the obligate Orcs, so it was like, there was no point.
yeah.
And plus the fact with the Nids, it was also a bit of a licensing issue that was going on with another studio because of the whole Xenomorph shenanigans.
What? How can they? They don't even look like xenomorphs. How can you even sue over that? The only thing that's like it is the Gene Stealers, but I guess that was the everyone's introduction to them, considering
Yeah,
that had been around way longer. But but
yeah.
the Nid's nothing like xenomorphs.
Well, not now, but
No, no, even before then.
yeah, but there was a bit of a lawsuit going on at the time, so they couldn't use them.
Uh, yeah. I get it, but
I know it sounds absolute batshit bonkers, but
it's not bonkers if you know about the guns industry. It gets even crazier.
oh yeah, I mean,
Like the guns industry is worse than that
hmm I
when
mean,
it comes to like lawsuits and bullshit.
oh yeah,
Um, like there's this anti-gun dude who's backing like a gun corporation to try to sue another one currently over AR stocks,
oh god,
claiming, "Oh, we're anti-gun." Bitch, shut the fuck up.
yeah. Well, that's the thing though. That's what happened back then. It was like they wanted to use the Nids, but because also at the same time, Alien vs Predator was coming out, and it could have ended up in a bit of legal
Oh,
a legal mayhem.
yeah.
It's but
Yeah, I could see how to the lame man it could seem like one was a rip off of the other when 40K's been doing the Geiger art style from the beginning. The Imperium uses Geiger art style.
yep,
They're way closer to Geiger than Aliens ever was.
yep.
Um, if you've actually looked at the art book, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah,
You've looked,
I know about it.
yeah.
Yeah. But that was the thing though. Back then they couldn't use the Nids. I mean that's why we didn't get the Nids until Dawn of War 2. That's the only time when they were allowed because by that point the Alien franchise was struggling at Fox and didn't have much of a case to work with.
Yeah. Basically, Aliens has been retconned at this point. The movie
Oh
Aliens.
God, I'm
Don't get me started. I can talk all I could talk the whole stream probably, or like rent half the stream about Prometheus and how they retconned
oh God,
Aliens and I
mate.
don't really mind Alien 3 or Alien 4.
I,
Honestly,
I'll be honest. I never liked Prometheus. I've when I looked at that thought,
Prometheus.
what the hell are you playing at?
Yeah, Ridley Scott can just get away with whatever he wants because
Well,
yeah. I
well,
do not like Ridley Scott as a
well,
director.
well. To be fair, he hasn't done any more movies as of late because, to be honest, nobody's touching him at the moment.
The only
I
oh my
mean,
god.
I remember when I mean, this is going back years ago, back in the '90s. I remember having the comic book Alien versus Predator versus Judge Dredd.
I've read all the comics for Alien versus Predator and Aliens. All of them. I've
Yeah,
read all 6 omnibuses and all 2 AVP omnibuses.
to be honest, yeah, I like the Predator comics. I like them because
I have not read those
uh,
because Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Predator.
I'm
It always feels like Predator's intruding on the Aliens universe, which I know that's weird to say, but it's like it never really seems to fit in well enough.
Oh, it's understandable. I mean, I kind of like the Predator units because I like the way the Predators you know operate and everything. Because it's like, they're not like these savages, barbarians. They're actually very honorable hunters who will play fair to a degree, but
Hmm.
they play fair. They say, look, if you're pregnant or
There's like a subculture of them,
yeah, there's a subculture of like a-holes who just
super predators.
yeah, they're the a-hole ones that normal predators don't even want to touch. They want to kill them on sight. But it's but no. I mean, the thing is though, I mean, have you ever played Predator: The Concrete Jungle?
I've never played any of the games actually, weirdly.
Oh god, if you ever get the chance to play Predator: Concrete Jungle, I highly recommend it. It's very good. Okay, it's dated as hell because it was in the PS2 era.
Yeah, I know where it comes from. I would much rather want to play the RTS one that was made because
Oh,
that one's always intrigued me. Uh,
the aliens versus Predator versus Marines. That one.
yeah, that one, the
Oh,
RTS one.
I've actually played it.
Is it any good?
Uh, I'll put it this way: if you're the Marines, you're buggered. If you're a Predator, you're decent. If you're aliens, oh Christ, you're gonna have a hell of a job on your hands dealing with them.
Mm.
Because the
Sounds about right.
well, the thing is though, right? The Marines, right? I mean, when I was playing, I tried all three, right? And the Marines, right? Don't get me wrong, still good, but the problem with them is if you're very clever in getting behind them or swarming them, they just crumple.
Mm.
But I think there's one game though out of the Alien Predators franchises. There's one game I absolutely despise, and that's Alien Colonial Marines. Oh God,
Oh yeah, I've heard nightmare stories about that game. Have you
night.
ever tried any of the Alien Doom mods?
Yeah, I have once, and it isn't too
Which
bad.
one?
Uh,
'Cause there's like four of them.
I can't remember to be honest. It was the early ones, I
What
think.
what what was it? Aliens TC?
I think that's the one, yeah.
Okay, that's the classic one. There's been better ones made now for it. Like there's one where you go to the I think it's extermination. I think it's extermination. That one's really good. And then there was one that came out in 2014 that's really hard.
Yeah. Um,
But like I'm pretty sure it's designed for co-op type hard.
uh, I mean, if you want horror stories about that Colonial Marines, mate, I could tell you horror stories because I witnessed them firsthand. And
Mm.
I mean, you've got freaking aliens like doing this old fashioned cartoon saying "Hello, my honey," "Hello, my darling," all that crap. The way they was dancing, I was like, what the freaking hell? You have alien like certain aliens like doing skywalking. It was like, what the hell's he going? And then you got freaking big guys who were supposed to be blasting through walls. End up like, oh, we're not blasting through walls. I'm actually gonna phase right inside your tank. I was like, what the bloody hell?
Mm.
That game was just an utter buggy mess. It was just, oof.
Yeah.
I mean, the new aliens that came out, Alien Fireteam, it
From what
might
I've
be.
heard, it's better.
Put it this way, it's what Alien Colonial Marines should have been.
Yeah, pretty much. Um,
Cause,
Aliens is just a hard thing to do right as a video game because the aliens are so fucking powerful. In the lore, like they're ridiculous.
oh hell yeah! I mean, come on. I mean, the,
Like they're
anyhow,
basically every one of them's basically a walking frag grenade.
pretty much. I mean that's
But
all.
that's a bit it's a bit
Yeah,
hard to well
you know,
acid blood gets stuck on basically their giblets and those can kill you as shrapnel and they die because their blood's high pressured. It isn't
the thing is,
yeah.
the thing is though, I've always believed by the Predator franchise, right? Of the three of them, right? Get rid of the humans, get rid of the Colombians, just leave the aliens as Predator. There you go, you got a good story because the humans, let's be honest, don't stand a chance against either side. As soon as, if they decide, look, hold on, let's deal with these guys, then we'll take care of each other, and they'll just end up butchering them without breaking a sweat.
Yeah, usually. Um,
Right. Anyhow, let's get on with them trying to kill each other. And you've got an advantage. You've got a 100k like a money thing.
ah,
Well, you are missing Zhang Liao from Ruby, which I've recognized the name of the entire team.
cool. Even the one that isn't from Ruby.
I'll recognize some like Ruby Rose, Ozpin.
Ruby, good show. Get shat on by people who don't understand what it's doing. Actually, I don't need
Gonna,
that.
to be honest, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I liked.
It's bad at it's bad at character writing,
Oh
but I'll
God.
admit that. But like, it's
I'll,
bad at explaining character motivations, I should say. But otherwise, it's
to be honest, I liked Ruby in the first few scenes until after Beaconfall, but after that, to be honest, it was just to me Ruby was just getting a bit ridiculous. Was not very my cup of tea. The only time it got good is when we got to Weiss's story arc. That was good.
mm,
But after Weiss, it's just the game just went down. It's like I don't know what Monty's vision was because, as you know, Monty passed
I
away.
think I have an idea of what happened with Ruby. Basically, it can all be summed up as Neapolitan happened. And basically fucked up the pacing because Torture was supposed to die there. We know that for sure. And then that puts Adam Taurus in the same position. So the Mastery arc's much shorter than it is
Yeah.
in the later thing. It probably still happens, but and instead of Neapolitan, it would have been Illa
Mm.
Anatolia, who shows up later in the show.
Yeah. But to be on,
Uh,
but to be honest, I've gone off Ruby entirely because like the recent ones was just
it gets interesting later on because we find out. You know about what the Ozpin's past thing
yeah.
reveal? You know about that? Okay. I was just making sure because that it does get way more interesting later on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I saw a trailer for the new Ruby because online because it's
Oh, that anime thing is like non-canon, by the
not
way.
oh no not that one. I'm referring to the actual Ruby next season trailer they released at RTX.
I haven't seen that
It's just
yet.
the way it's going on. It's like you know that Ruby and Neapolitan are going to meet. It's the way it's going. You know what I mean? But what really made
Well, I
me
think that was already. You mean like they're gonna win? Is that what you said?
no the way it's going is they've got like talking animals. It's like, huh? It's like it just seems batshit insane, and the fact that the way it's going about it, it's gonna be a game of cat and mouse between Neapolitan and Ruby. Which to be
I don't actually mind that too much if we do interesting stuff with Neapolitan, but I that is a big if.
mm,
That is a pretty big if.
to be honest, I've I feel like with Ruby.
Neapolitan's probably the worst written character of the show.
To be honest, half the characters in Ruby, I'm gonna be honest, they should have got rid of half of them by now because, and no be offense, but half their stories have pretty much ended.
Juna's probably the worst offender of that, but
I think it was worse him or that the one with the scythe tonfas. Oh, what's his name? The Ren.
actually, I think Ren. The thing with Ren is you can't have Ren. It's complicated. It's hard to explain because they're actually kind of interesting as characters. I wouldn't mind to see them get a bit more fleshed out and have stuff to do. But that's probably just me being biased. because I like the idea of them being actual psychopaths, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're literally sociopathic. They don't have empathy, as in the medical definition.
Let's see.
That's what makes them interesting. And so, yeah. Though I've always thought, um, the show never does Cinder very. How do I explain this? The show, yeah, Cinder the show doesn't have time for all the characters it wants to have.
Nice kick.
Is part of its issue. Because it wants to be a big, yeah, the issue with,
No injuries.
I kind of hope season 9 is kind of a nothing season. Which I'm assuming it's probably going to be like season 4, honestly. Where not really much importance happens. Is what I'm guessing due to COVID.
Well, it's not only that. I think you might not get a season 9 because it depends on the Warner thing that's going on.
What is that?
Did you not hear about the Warner Brother merge that happened a few months ago?
Oh, that was recent?
Yeah?
Oh, I didn't know that was actually a recent thing that happened.
Yeah?
I thought that was that had happened earlier.
No.
Because I saw it on I was looking at job offerings, so I was like, I saw that and I was like, oh.
No, it's been happening in DC Comics, Cartoon Network.
Well, they had already made a crossover, I think, before in the past, so
yeah, but they've
it's not that surprising to me.
But they've got them out, literally got and fired a lot of people, and apparently their next stop now is Rooster Teeth.
Oh.
And rumor mills going around that Rooster Teeth could be axed. And if they get axed, that means the project for Ruby could be stopped. That's why they went, you know, the anime. Why they went to the anime for, to try and get extra cash.
Ah, I get it. Now that makes a lot of sense.
Because they're worried. Because what they're worried about is, if Warner Brothers decides to pull the plug, then they're in trouble.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's been going on because what they've done in DC is they've literally axed a lot of people out, right? And they've literally told them, if you are not making money or making a certain profit, you're getting cancelled and canned. I mean, they've already cancelled several movies already of DC. Heck, even you know Primal, the animated show Primal.
I'm not surprised half of the
Yeah, you see, what happened with Primal is the guy who wrote it had to rush it because he was frightened that Warner Bros. Was going to cancel him. Heck, even AEW, the wrestling company, is also worried that they might not survive. Oh dear.
Ah, fuck. How I would save it is I would just pitch it as a potential alternate competitor to Marvel as an IP. Because it is an IP that could compete with Marvel, theoretically.
They could, but it
It would
depends.
just need a lot more budget behind it.
But the problem is, in a recent interview, the guy who's running the whole purging has been ordered. He's got to save up to 3.6 billion. So yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing many big budgets like projects.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying in any soon time. But how are the rights gonna work for that?
Which ones?
Ruby, because you always see Monty Ohm's name attached to it. That's the interesting.
It's
I'm not sure.
it's currently owned by his brother, I believe, at the moment.
Hmm.
And as far as I'm aware of the situation, if push comes to shove, Monty could, or his brother could take it back, but he would have to sell his side. He has to buy out Rooster Teeth. Like,
Huh?
you have to buy Rooster Teeth's part of the license.
Oh, okay.
So it's really a case of wait and see with Ruby what WB decides to do, because they own Rooster Teeth now. So it could go one of like multiple ways. And he boneheads. Why am I not surprised? But yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. Rooster Teeth's in a case of
Yeah, no, I get it. I get.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That went well. You know, I never could understand why the developers decided they thought, oh, we'll give a Chaos Warrior dropkick powers.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I could understand if you wanted to give like a punch or certain like magic, like something fly out their hands, because chaos magic. But drop kicking?
Well, we have a dancing bear in those games.
You got a point.
I don't think
well-
it's meant to be taken that seriously.
Well, true enough. I mean, that's understandable. I mean, if heaven's sakes, I mean, I've played this game for well over nearly 22 years now, Blood Bowl. And nothing surprises me. It's just like, expect the unexpected kind of thing, you know what I mean? Damn it.
That was lucky. I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Okay, I gotta find my way out of this mess. No, it shouldn't be too hard. That's fine. Finally. Got through that stubborn armor of yours. That's fine. Get a hold of him. What? Referee. Oh, double one. Oh, come on.
No.
My.
Trying to get a knock. Oh, I didn't need to. Fuck.
Damn it.
What was that?
It's a stun.
Ruby Rose did that. Okay. I love. God. Now I have so much anxiety because you told me that. Fuck.
What?
I didn't know about that at all.
What, the merger?
Yeah, no, I did. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to news.
You know, you were one of the 4 teams I was worried that was going to be dealing with, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. You, the Norse, and the 2 elf teams were the ones I was worried about facing. Because Chaos are so... I mean, as a guy who won with Chaos, Chaos are just a team that, like, they could just explode and absolutely wreck your day, you know what I mean? High five.
The one character that's not from Ruby. But they're still a traumatized child. Ugh.
Right.
Have you seen the 40K Doom style game? I just heard about that the other day.
No, I have not actually. That's news to me.
Called Bolt Gun.
But what?
Yeah, that's the name of the game. I was like, what? Why? Why would you name it?
Good little boy. Now, run away.
And from the screenshots, it seems like it's gonna be a it's how do I more on the Quake's side of things.
Ah, similar to Quake.
Yeah, so like a bit more like Dusk, such.
Ah, should be interesting.
It's just looking at like that way. And Boomer Shooter makes a lot more sense than, well, both can work. I was thinking tactical military style.
Ah, yeah.
Can both make sense in certain circumstances for, depending on who you're playing.
That's fair enough.
It just depends on what enemy variety they can provide, because that's what really makes 40K unique.
Oh yeah, it does.
And the guns are not a problem, even if you're stuck with just Imperium weapons, because there's a stupid number of bolt guns. Have you seen our mod? the XCOM one?
Yeah.
Like, we have, like, I think, oh god, I can't remember. There's like 50 different bolt guns in it. That's a bit of an exaggeration, probably more like 25 variants of the bolter in it.
Yep. Hey, Ulf, welcome to the stream, buddy. Alright, that's that. Yeah, Ulfmaster's just told us the name as well, bolt gun and all that. He just told us. But, the thing is, though, with 40K, this is one of the good things about 40K. It's got such a massive lore.
History.
Yep, and history. You can make it work. You can put anything in it and make it work.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, unlike its counterpart, Sigma, which is, well, a neuter version of Warhammer, which is a shame, but it is true.
Yeah, fantasy that is. It's a little bit watered down.
But to be fair, I mean, the funny thing was, right? Do you know why they did it?
Because it wasn't selling, basically.
That was part of it, but there was no reason.
What was it?
Because the Warhammer because what happened was the developers were so sick and tired of hearing the Warhammer community complain and whinge about Warhammer, about fantasy, because of certain rules. They said, you know, screw it. It's not selling well. Perfect chance. Let's make a brand new set. Clean the slate.
Yeah, we've seen that plenty of times before.
Ouch. You do well in breaking my armor. got your push. You lucky git.
Ah. Just got away from the side. Not worth the reroll. Actually, didn't check what turn it was.
It's turn 5 for me.
Ah, okay. Though the Doom RPG mod, if it's okay that I return to that,
Yeah.
had probably one of the best potion systems I've seen. Weirdly, it was both like basically based on how you mix together different like basically stat boosters and effects. And there's different sizes you could use. You had different lengths and stuff based on that. So there was a whole element of learning what the different things do. So there's like some that multiplied the bonuses, and there's others that decreased them but made them last longer, yeah, etc. So it's about getting the most out of your resources.
Well, that makes sense.
So there's a whole mini game to that.
Right.
Then there was a turret. The turret has like 50 upgrade types that I mentioned. It's more like a drone, but it's called a turret in the game. So basically you get a little like a drone with a gun on it. And you can buy different guns that use different ammo for it.
Well, that's kind of cool actually when you think about it.
And you can have it distract enemies and stuff, and based on how much damage it takes longer to repair and more money.
Well, it kind of makes sense.
So I had to learn how to use that. Then there's the shield. This was probably the most annoying mechanic because it turns off every level. And every time we swap between. But basically it's an extra, like, health bar, like armor would be or whatnot. Because armor in this works a bit differently. Armor has its own health in this. As compared to normal Doom, where it's just like a flat modifier on top, and there's like I think how many different armors? I'd say almost about 70 odd different armor types, and then there's boots as well that go with them. There's set bonuses.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It sounds funky. I mean, I do recall.
Yeah, it is.
I do recall there was a Doom RPG and a board game years ago. I remember I actually did play the Doom board game. It was kind of weird.
I've never heard of this before.
No, there was actually a Doom board game because apparently it was during the whole film of Doom that happened. I think we're going about like 6-7 years ago when that happened.
What was that?
When Doom had its film released.
Oh,
Well, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I believe. He played it, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know much about that.
Oh, but there was a Doom board game. I actually played it. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty good, but it was a bit weird at times. You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, I could imagine.
God damn you. Nice.
Also, this mod lets you play on any map pack at once.
Ooh,
So I
Nice.
was playing on I think I had probably about how many wads loaded, which are basically map sets. I probably had at least about 100 different map sets loaded
I want to
at
push.
once. And you could swap between them at will in this through like a teleporter system at the start of any given level. Like there's a hub world that you go to,
Uh-huh.
and that's where you can pick levels basically from different things. So I basically had all of Compendium and well, the playthrough that I've loaded, I only have Lexicon loaded, which is for newer maps, while Compendium covers mostly older maps
Uh-huh.
made before most of the source ports came out, or that don't take advantage of some of the source port features that have made, like, how do I explain it? Like you can now have layers stacked atop layers. You have multiple floors, things
Oh.
like that can now
Oh,
be done in
ah.
Doom.
Oh, this is interesting. Oathmasters has told me here he has the actual modern board game of Doom. He actually has it.
Mm.
He says it is a board game of 4v1 where one demon player takes against 4 marines. Oh,
I
you
you
know,
would think that would be the other way around.
you would think, but no. Apparently, he has the newer version. Hmm. Did not
Though
know.
I guess if you played a lot of the source ports with your friends, I guess you could get that impression because Doom can be played co-op on LAN servers
Yeah.
on in single player basically. So I could see where somebody could think like where the logic behind it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I guess
I remember. Do you remember Hero Quest back in the 90s when they did that? Cause that.
we actually have one of those board sets at a place I go to.
Ah. Oh god. I remember the very old.
Like we have the actual box set.
Because I remember first edition Hero Quest and first edition Space Hulk. Because that's how I got introduced into 40k. When I was 8, when I was playing Space Hulk. I mean, I'll be honest, yeah. I loved playing Space Hulk because it was fun back then. But when I got to the tabletop, it just showed like the bigger version of Space Hulk to me.
Uh, yeah, Space Hulk's very different. A lot of the those sorts of games are very different from like the actual 40k board game.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I,
Oh, oh. Oh, one space. Okay, this is
yeah,
the one space.
yeah.
Uh, should have.
Well, the good news is now, Toothless will now get an upgrade. Now, if I can find somebody to get Elliot two points, I can get him upgraded, or get one of my other Sorai who are nearly upgrading to get upgraded. You got the ball.
Ah, yeah, prehensile tail.
Yeah.
That's a nice skill.
Yeah, it's a good stance skill. I mean with the new Blood Bowl, the Chaos have really got the biggest like buffs in the new Blood Bowl.
Yeah, that sounds nice because they definitely don't seem as appealing as you'd think they would initially.
Yeah. I mean, now that you've got like the option of either a troll or an ogre, it's like you're laughing on which big guy you want. Like,
You have all three? The one from this one and those two?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, nice one.
Smog, I punched a dragon in the face.
Well, but
Boop.
I wanted him to survive, so
Boop.
because I wanted to get him a freaking skill up. Push, push.
Hmm.
Okay.
Surprised I got that 2-die there.
That's the problem. Like I said, this is the one thing about lizards. They're like chaos. They're hard to level up.
I wish they would show you what your odds, like how close you were to the next dice, how much strength you needed. I wish there's an indicator for that.
There is. It's on the you know, the bottom of the picture icon. It tells you how many SP you need.
No, strength. I was saying
Oh.
strength for getting extra dice against enemies.
All right. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to get a hold of?
Ah, I messed that up. God dang it. Just realized what I did wrong. Yeah, there.
Back off. Jesus, I'm not having a look breaking your armor.
Hmm. It's usually me that doesn't have luck breaking armor.
Suicide charge. Ah! Don't double one me here. Gotcha. No. To say, I don't think you should pick up the ball.
That's why I put them there to try to catch it.
Oh, come on. All I want was a push.
Eat it.
Well, hopefully I've slowed you down a little bit. Nice, nice.
Oh. Hmm. Is there a way I can? God.
You're asking me to perform an interception with him. I'll be pushing it. Both down?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. Intern.
Right, let's start with the easy plays first. Oh, for heaven's sakes, guys! Injure them! Wow.
What
What did you miss?
what type of like strategy game is your favorite?
I don't mind RTSs. I don't mind games like this. Turn-based.
Hmm.
Jesus. Hey, Glad, welcome to the stream, buddy. What have you missed? Well, I've scored a touchdown. I've got one player sent off, one injured, and I can't seem to hurt jack shit. Well, that's it for me, and I know that you can't score, so I'm not going to risk it. Deathwing, Deathwing, Deathwing. Although I'm dreading my next match. Because I've got to face Blonkow next week. And those ruddy goblins.
Fuck.
What's the injury? Badly hurt, Ink. Badly hurt. Right. I've guaranteed a draw at least. That's the main thing. Right, I've guaranteed that I have got a badly hurt, but I do have a player that's going to be leveling up, which will be Toothless, if he survives.
I know who Fin Fang Foom is.
Yep. Yeah, most of the
It's
people.
a Marvel character.
Mm-hmm. The Marble Dragon. Yep. Most of me.
Such a strange. There's some really strange Marvel characters.
Oh yeah. You normally associate Fing Fang Foom with Iron Fist and Iron Man.
No, just Iron Man mainly, but
Yeah, but he has appeared in other characters over the years. But yeah, All my guys are from dragons, so Mercury Black. Trying to get hit, trying to get that one's level up, like.
Ah, yeah, Mercury Black.
Yeah. All my characters.
Interesting character.
Well, I mean, it's like all my. Did you? Well, you know my team, right? Is actually the name of my team on the tabletop. My entire team, because I use lizardmen. It's.
Ah, oh.
Yep. So
Derpy derp derp. I was like, what? Your team's named my team on the tabletop?
no, my team.
Like literally. Like this is my
Yeah. Yeah. This is the team I tend.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I had a derp there.
Not a problem. Like I said, that's the way my team's theme is. It's basically the team I use on the tabletop. I might have, if I get enough money, I might get a reroll, so I can actually finally get free rerolls, or get another skink.
Seems about right.
Well, to be fair, I can't get the ball anyway. Okay. All right.
You know one thing I've never gotten about what is it? Ruby is why people think Cinderfall is like people usually think of her as way older than she actually is.
Isn't she supposed
She's
to be?
like
Isn't she like in her
she's
late?
like 20 something. She's early 20s at most.
I thought so, because I recall, wasn't she like late teens, early 20s?
Yeah, that's the deal, but most people act like she's like a 30-year-old MILF.
No, doesn't look like it. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm like. I'm like, really? You're gonna...
I mean, her boss, yes, you could understand her.
She's immortal. It doesn't matter.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Deathwing! Oh, yeah. Deathwing. Oh, Deathwing, why do you do this? Last game you were like a little monster. I mean, did you watch my match last week against Space Monkey?
I don't usually find time to, or I just forget to. Sadly.
What happened was last week, right? Deathwing, right, had to perform a mega blitz to stop Monkey from getting a touchdown. He performed a dodge, 2 go for it's, a hit, and a stun while in the snow.
That's really nice.
So I'm saying, last week he was a beast. Today he's just having a bit of a brain fart.
Well, we all have them sometimes.
True. Just reattach my bones there. He got it. I mean, I wish Smog was still on the pitch so I can give him a pass and that way he can get his level up. Ugh. Uh-oh. Aw. Damn you and your block.
That was me earlier this season, so I don't feel bad. It's all part of my nefarious plans.
Just activate the player. Oh, you.
And no, I don't care that the people at Ruby stole that joke from somebody. And didn't give them proper credit.
Right.
Basically, the first Cinderfall episode in Ruby Chibi, if you don't know what I'm talking about, is entirely all the jokes in it are taken from other people, but they didn't actually put their usernames in the credits.
Ah.
So, it's one of those things. Where I don't know if it was ill-intended or not, but it comes off that way just due to the internet.
Well, it's the internet for you.
Sorry, that was what I was referencing. It probably went over your head.
No, not really. I kind of get it. There we go. Shove off. And that's all I can do. Because this is the problem with lizardmen teams. They've got a ridiculously strong front line, but their back line is just so awful. I mean, to be fair, I've been struggling to actually hurt you, and you've been doing well at breaking my armor. Watch be my next game where I absolutely just go berserk and break all of Blonde's armor. Both down?
Fuck. Yeah, I had it coming.
Well, to be fair, I think both down would have been the better option.
No, I didn't have block on him, so I didn't.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Deathwing!
And I did the reroll.
Oh my god, Deathwing, what's wrong with you? Oh, you finally.
Oh, he's too drunk.
Well, come on, it's Crow. It's to be expected. He's always drunk. Now, shove off.
You know what the weirdest ship that I always see is?
What?
Crow and Ruby.
Oh god.
That one I don't. Why is this the thing?
Because isn't it supposed to be the whole thing with Ruby and Crow is that
he's like his. She views him as his uncle. Like what? Why is this?
Oh come on.
Yeah.
First double ones, then double skulls. Come on, game. Don't push this crap on me now.
Oh, that was Ruby Rose.
Well, that's the thing though, because the way it's setting up, oh, Crow, maybe or maybe not her father kind of shit.
I never got that impression at all.
I kind of did, to be honest. The way it sounds, the way he acts, the way she acts, it's like. Oh,
well,
yeah.
basically he is, because Taiyang wasn't around for her. Taiyang was basically also being an alcoholic on the couch crying over Summer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you knew about. I mean, we all know about Yang's parentage, but it was then Ruby was like, "Is she or isn't she?" It's like that was the thing. That was the thing about most of the series, isn't it?
Not really most of it. I think it's resolved,
Somewhat.
like season 2. The thing that's curious about her thing more than anything is what happened to Summer, but that isn't really related to her specifically, like Ruby as a character,
No, I
and
think
how that what I think
I'll be honest. I think that
there's two options: either Summer's a hound or she's dead.
I think you'll probably learn about Summer's fate. Probably, I bet it'll be one season where the end thing is when when they face the big bad witch, because it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
It'll probably be at the end part of one season and say tells about Ruby about her lineage, her full lineage. Because you've got to think sometime her and the boss lady have clashed at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just. You mean Salem when you say boss lady, right?
Yeah, Salem.
Okay.
Well,
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm sleepy.
have you just woken up like?
No, I've been out of it. I'm a bit sick.
You got flu like.
Not COVID,
Got cold
but
like.
yeah, I'm not really sure.
Now, are you going to cooperate? Oh my. Oh my God.
I actually like the fact that 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 what is it how Ruby Pass is, because it kind of parallels really well with Cinder, which is very obviously like a dark mirror for Ruby. That's why I don't really care for Neapolitan very much, because I think Neapolitan is nowhere near as interesting, basically.
Uh-huh.
Neapolitan's basically comedic relief at the best of times.
God, finally got you. Nora Valkyrie is down. Badly hurt. It's not the worst. But definitely, what in God's green earth are you up to? You don't seem to be wanting to play today. Well, George, you're doing good. Doing good, my lad. Picking on Toothless. Yeah, booger. Just felt some of my bones there just pop out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was scared when I saw that there's a glitched arrow that was going into one of your spaces.
Ah, you bully! How dare you bully a poor helpless skink? You brute! Yeah, you made it. Well, it's best to get the bad one now instead of when you're trying to run for it.
Yeah.
Right. Are you gonna finally activate? Oh, you finally activate! You woke up, you lazy bloody lout! Yep. Okay, that didn't go well, but it slowed you down. At least I'll guarantee my draw. Lucky. Mm-hmm. No matter where you're gonna go with that one, you're gonna have to dodge. Okay. See where the ball bounces. Ooh. I could do it, but it's gotta be a... I have to do something batshit insane. But let's do the smart play first. Shut you down. Nope. Double one. Bullshit.
Who's still in base contact with... What? I'm very confused.
Which one?
This is a 2-die, and this is a,
The
when I blitz, and this is a 1-die. I'm not sure why.
It's 2-die against you, yeah, because,
No,
Oh,
like, when I go with this guy, it's 2-die,
yeah.
and then this guy, it's 1-die. I don't know why they're same strength.
It shouldn't be, because you don't have guard.
Oh, is there some with guard over here? Oh, fuck.
Did you misclick that? Stunned. Alright. That's all I can do.
I don't know. Yeah.
Let's get you out of the way. Got it.
Yeah.
Now just score and
I'm too tired to even care.
GG, mate.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look. I'll keep that. Okay.
I'm really tired. I'm just gonna get off.
Well, the good news is
Now?
you've got a level up though.
Okay.
Yeah, Adam Taurus got level up for you.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Take care, mate, and I hope you get better soon. And I wish you luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, mate.
You too.
Mhm. Right. Let's have a look at this, folks. All right. 17 wands, which I think most of us from bloody Deathwing. 6 fails. Jesus. 2 5s. 11, 8. That wasn't too bad of a run. Of rolling. Blocks. I did not do too bad. A lot of pushes though. And my opponent. Ooh. Yeah, when you only got one against Skinks, it's a hard job. But he had a lot of blocks. Dice rolls. Pretty even across the board. He had a lot of ones, which I think that was for trying to pick up the ball. So, yep. Let's validate this match. Schedule. Are we the first game? Alright. So, yep. Validation. So I got 3 skink level ups to do. Oh, this should be fun. This should be fun. Alright, folks. Let's see. 3 of my skinks. That's Elliot, Toothless, and Quetzalcoatl. All got skill ups. I would have loved to have Smog get a level up. Or Fing Fang Foom. But, hey. Can't be out. Right. Quetzalcoatl. What are you getting, my scaly little friend? You're getting... Well, my choice has been picked. Blodge. Oh, Quetzalcoatl, this is getting interesting. You getting Blodge? Oh, this should be fun. I think I'm gonna have a few angry goblins and not gonna be happy with you. Okay, next one. So I've already got a Blodge skink. A good start. Toothless. What are you getting, my boy? Normal skill, huh? What can we give you? Jumper's not a bad skill to have, but Sprint's also a good skill. I mean, I've got sure feet, so yeah, why not? I'll give him Sprint. Be a speedy little bugger. And finally, Elliot. Well, might as well give you Sprint as well, just to... So I've got very fast little skink, so I can move up to 11. Give him a good old-fashioned speed boost. But yeah, Quetzalcoatl. I think this could be interesting because if he gets the ball, it's like saying, does he have any tackle on that team of his? Let's have a look at the dumpster jumpers because that's what I'm facing next. Do you have any tackles, good sir? You do not. Oh, you do. You have one. It's half a bathtub. Okay, so he's the one I've got to watch out for. But, ooh, my word, 2 claw pieces, a big hand. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hell of a headache on my hands against this lot. So I might put off doing enemies to my team at the moment until, you know, my match is over with him. Who's he got next? Who's he facing right now anyway? Let's see. Basic. Oh, God, it's Galentio. Yeah, normally I would say I would love to see the elves get absolutely demolished. Really, I do. But this is one time I want to see. Oh my God, the bloat, even bigger bloat. Galentio, if you ever watch this, buddy, I'll give you a piece of advice. You better spend your cash, because you're adding more team value. I mean, I get it. You want to save up for replacements, but I would recommend buying something or buying extra reroll or something just to, you know, lower the bloat. But yeah. Whew. So after that, it's my match against where is it? Yep, it'll be against Gladiator, which is gonna be a while. But yeah, and with that being said, that means myself and the Elven Union have now qualified for the playoffs. We can't be caught. We're now safe in the playoffs. But whoever gets, but this is where the interesting thing comes in, because I mean, if Bretonia wins, that's the top 3 going to be going to the playoffs. As for the others, well, that's up in the air. Depends how their matches go. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But hey, folks, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed the stream and enjoyed the insanity. And I'll see you in the next Blood Bowl match, where I'll be taking on the Dumpster Divers. Underworld. Will I survive the Hell Spawns and shenanigans, or will I get stomped? Well, you'll have to find out. I'll catch you later.